I'm now in front of a concentration camp.
Is it difficult for you here?
Yes.
I haven't been speechless that often.
Poginulo.
It's always a God's plan. You can never be mad at God. It was written to be, and it's just a big shame.
Okay, I owe you an explanation. The heart-shaped land I'm talking about is a country in Europe. As promising as the eloquent name may sound, the history of this country is anything but pleasant. This heart-shaped country witnessed the deadliest war since World War II. It's Bosnia and Herzegovina. It has been nicknamed the heart-shaped land because of the country's slight heart shape. Before we start this video, I need to pick you up with some basics so that you can follow along, but I will try my best to sum it up as short as I can. The heart-shaped land is situated in the Western Balkan Peninsula of Europe. Bosnia is said to have been occupied since the New Stone Age. At some point in its history, it was being ruled by Celts, Greeks, Hungarians, Ottomans, briefly by Austria-Hungary, and after World War II, it became a constituent republic of the Socialist Federal Republic of Yugoslavia. Bosnia's existence within Yugoslavia was relatively peaceful and very prosperous, with high employment, a strong industrial and export-oriented economy. In other words, the country began to flourish. Things were going so well in this country that they could host the Winter Olympic Games, which took place in 1984. It was an unbelievable event that pushed the country further forward. But unfortunately, and there is about a few years later, it should be just a winter fairy story in people's heads. With Tito's death, the founder and leader of Yugoslavia at the early 80s, Yugoslavia experienced a period of political and economic crisis. This is how the ethnic conflict between the Bosnian Croats, Bosnian Serbs, and Bosniaks, or better said, Bosnian Muslims, started. I have to mention that the Serbs were oppressed by the Ottomans for centuries and pursued and killed on a massive scale by the Ustaša regime in Croatia, which was an ally of the Nazi regime. So the Serbs had to suffer a lot in the past. Note this information. These three major ethnic groups who lived relatively peaceful together during Yugoslavia got further and further apart. Now, with the disintegration of Yugoslavia in 1991, the majority formed by Croats and Bosniaks voted for an independence referendum in 1992. But the Serbian portion of Bosnia didn't want to break away from Yugoslavia. In this way, the fronts were formed, and the desire for independence was the first act of the tragedy. A war of hatred and a long-awaited revenge that went over to an ethnic cleansing campaign cost the lives of more than 100,000 people and displaced more than the half of the population. The Dayton Agreement ended the war in Bosnia and Herzegovina, but it also established the country as a fragile, highly decentralized, and corrupt place. Now, almost 30 years since the war ended, I'm very curious how the country has developed since then, and whether the ethnic differences are still a problem. Accordingly, I did some research on this and dealt intensively with the region. I also visited two former Bosnian classmates to find out more about the country and the culture, which really was a huge help.
So guys, this is my friend Marco Yuko. Yeah, we went together to school back then.
We are all German, only German.
No war, because the people know that they have lose everything if they war again.
What?
Maybe my English not so good, but that's okay.
Bosnia is okay?
So all I had to do was to find friends who are up to for an adventure, book the flights, pack my stuff, and off we go.
Wait, man, I'm so excited.
Here we go! Let's go! So guys, it's getting serious. I'm so excited. Yeah, my first project. Let's go. First impression.
Very nice.
Guys, this is our car for the next 40 days. Here we go. Ali. Wait. So, what are you doing there? Bunka?
Yeah. Exploring.
Exploring.
Yes, yes.
Can I come with you?
Exploring. Yes, of course.
Come, let's go.
My
Kaži
English
sa nama da ide.
is so bad.
Bad?
Na English, na semi. Na.
Is it dangerous?
No. Probably.
Probably.
Alex, his name?
Yes.
Mine, Philip, Alex,
Philip
Alex.
Alex.
Oh.
This is Alex, by the way. Alex, hello.
Hello.
Yeah. Okay, let's go. Let's go. Oh, what is here? What are we doing here? What are we doing here, man? There was nothing to see, but it was like, you know, it was fun. Can you hold the camera?
Skora kamera. Ala naci. Aj pitaj ga da li... Ajde. Pitaj ga koliko je u Banja Luci.
Thank you very much, guys.
My friends here want to show off their bicycle skills.
Oh, come on, yeah.
Yes.
So Alex wants to show us his... All of you guys.
Yes.
Okay, guys, they
You
have...
can do a wheelie. Really easy.
They can do wheelies, okay? Let's see. Oh yeah, have fun.
Okay.
It was nice to meet you guys.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye Alex.
Have a great time.
Yo. Bye bye. Well, I am overwhelmed about what just happened. We have just found the 3 kids who were like discovering an old bunker, and they were so kind, so polite to us, and yeah.
The destruction of mosques was a part of the ethnic cleansing campaign. The Serbs destroyed more than 600 mosques and damaged more than 300 in Bosnia. This one in Banja Luka was also completely destroyed, but as you can see, they managed to rebuild it. At that day, I had the opportunity to talk to an imam to find out more about the mosque and about the Muslims who are living in Bosnia.
المساجد في هذه المنطقة يعني دمرت كاملة. كانت الحرب شديدة على المسلمين في هذه المنطقة.
وهذا المسجد متى جددوه؟
في عام 2016 العمال من البوسنة ذهبوا إلى تركيا لأن العثمانيين بنوا، فذهبوا إلى تركيا وحضروا الكتب من الشيف، ساعدونا في هذا الأمر. فهذا المسجد الآن إذا رأيت الصور القديمة من هذا المسجد يعني ستروا أنه كما كان. حتى بعض الأجزاء القديمة التي كانت متواجدة في ذاك المسجد موجودة الآن حاليا. فمثلا بإمكانك أن ترى ما هو جزء قديم وما هو جزء جديد. هذا مثلا جزء جديد.
هذا جديد؟
وهذا قديم كما ترى. فرق واضح. هذا جزء قديم ما شاء الله وهذا جديد. كل الأجزاء كانت بإمكاننا أن نستخدمها استخدمناها يعني لبناء المسجد. هذا المسجد أرادوا أن يمحوا تاريخه ويمحوا تاريخ المسلمين للأسف الشديد. بعد الحرب كان نسبة المسلمين في هذه المنطقة تقريبا 40%، والآن أقل من 10% أعتقد. أتمنى أن الأمر سيكون أحسن فأحسن في المستقبل. ينبغي على المسلمين أن يحافظوا على الثقافة وعلى الدين، فنحن نحاول أن نحافظ على ثقافتنا وعلى ديننا وعلى يعني هكذا. يعني لو ذهبنا كلنا فمن سيبقى؟ فينبغي أن يكون المسلمون متواجدون حتى في هذه المنطقة هكذا. جزاكم الله خير.
So our first day, and we already met so kind people here in Banja Luka. Beautiful.
On our second day, we were heading to a former concentration camp in Trinipolia. After a long ride, we arrived at our supposed destination, but we couldn't find the camp. But luckily this day, we met an old man who was walking down the streets, who we asked for direction. And that was the first of many conversations during my stay that I had with natives, where I didn't understand a single word, but still tried to communicate with them in a gesturing art.
Sitno, oči ne može čitati. Aj, krupno nešto, krupno. Slova krupna, znaš. Da. Da. Tu. Aha. To je tu.
Tu?
Dom. Da. Tu je, odeš autom, pa staneš tamo i tamo snima i radiš šta hoćeš. Ajde. Dobar si.
So I'm now in front of the concentration camp, and exactly where I'm right now was the barbed wire, and on the other side were inmates. I can't even imagine how terrible it was for these inmates. It's actually a strange feeling. It's because you know what happened. Here's my friend again. So he's going to guide me through this formal concentration camp.
Rat, poginulo. Ovako stavi ruku pa odvorno.
These are the victims, right?
Treba i jedne i druge, znaš, i jedne i druge. I Srbi, i muslimani, Hrvati, evi ga. Da, nacionalno.
Nationalism.
Da. To je bio rat nacionalni. Ne daj Bože više rata. To dosta.
So I'm very excited what he's going to show us, but it's a strange feeling to be in a place where a lot of people were slaughtered. It's very strange.
Sportisti, znaš.
Sportisti
tu bili, a to je bilo razred nekada, bila škola, da, razred, znaš. Da. Tamo, vamo, košarka, da.
Basketball.
Nogomet, da. To je to.
Komet?
Nogomet, igralište, da. Kako, bilo ovako neko. To je bilo. Sport.
Good.
Sport bio, da. Jebi ga. Da, ako jedeš previše stomaku, ne može, da.
Tu?
Da, ništa, samo sport.
Sport.
I igraš to. To, da, to. To je to. 78 godina. Svaki dan i hodat. Da. Da. To je to, moje bratstvo drage. Sad eno pogledaj tam. Treba raditi, treba čistiti, treba to okolo srediti. To je to.
On our way to Sarajevo, we picked up a man named Oliver who was hitchhiking. That meant another opportunity for me to unpack my communication skills again and act like I understood everything. I like it.
Oliver. Very cool. So we just picked up a policeman. Oh, look, he's from Croatia.
Ja, kažete Lukšić.
Lukšić? Oh!
Djeca od mog brata Dubrovnik, sve 15 godina Dubrovnik. Kupari, Dubrovnik, Cavtat.
Dovta?
Pićete table.
Table.
Piće Sarajevo.
Sarajevo. Oliver, best luck.
Doviđenja, sretno.
Sretno.
Čuvajte se.
Bye bye.
Arrived in Sarajevo, and the first thing to do is to try some traditional Bosnian food.
Okay. Delicious? Yeah? Or did you expect more?
No, that's good.
That's good?
Yes, the food in Sarajevo is absolutely delicious. But let's talk about this for a moment. This is a cemetery of several, filled with victims during the blockade of Sarajevo, or better said, the siege of Sarajevo.
We don't shoot. We try to just to keep peace and not to control the surrounding of Sarajevo.
You could take the city tomorrow, couldn't you?
Anytime.
The siege of Sarajevo that lasted for almost 4 years from 1992 to 1996, making it the longest siege of a capital city in modern history. Regrettably, more than 13,000 people lost their lives during the siege. So many people that a stadium was transformed into a graveyard just because the city was running out of place.
Well, basically, you could pay to shoot people in Sarajevo during the war. If you have a lot of money, you can pay like Serbs to come like on the hills surrounding the Sarajevo and to shoot from snipers, from assault rifles, RPGs, whatever you want. If you have money to pay to shoot civilians in Sarajevo. Wow. That was like, basically it was like enclosure. They thought that we are like animals, and so it was like safari basically. They got the opportunity to hunt people, and they basically hunt people in Sarajevo. And that's the fact. That's the fact. That's...
Wait. Who's that guy? Okay, disclaimer. This is Ziad. To find out more about him and how we met, just subscribe to my channel so that you will not miss the upcoming video with him next Sunday. But now, let's continue.
Good morning. Good morning. Morning.
In 1984, Bosnia had the honor of hosting the Olympic Winter Games in its own country.
There is the sense that something rare and wonderful is passing through their lives.
Olympic Winter Games here in Sarajevo.
It was the first Winter Olympic Games held in a Slavic language-speaking country, as well as the only Winter Olympics held in a communist country. But the war in Bosnia and Herzegovina, which broke out in 1992, heavily damaged the Olympic facilities. Some sites have been renovated after the war, but others, like these ones here, remain abandoned. I decided to rent a bike and ride up the Trebević mountain, where the bobsleigh track is located. I put my trust again in Google Maps and hope for better results as the last time. Unfortunately, once again, I got disappointed.
Was the wrong decision.
But I made it to the top, somehow, after hours.
The bobsleigh track is actually so huge. We are walking for more than 30 minutes and we didn't even achieve the half of it. So guys, we just arrived. The next place is in the other side of the city and it's massive. It's massive. Although they wanted to renovate everything here to make it a place for athletes in the winter, they decided to do that in 2010, and to that day there is nothing happened, as you just can see. Let's continue. We are now at the first tower. It's like very high, as you can see, and very easy to fall down, so we have to be very careful. I actually don't know if this is safe what we are doing, because these stairs are looking very unsafe, unsecure. The excitement is much bigger than the fear, actually. This is how the athletes used to get ready or get into position to start. I'm feeling like an athlete right now. Do you have the equipment for a jump? Oh, it's like very secure. But that's not secure at all.
No shit, bro.
Bro, at the top it was very secure, actually. I couldn't like move it. I'm actually proud of my friend Paul, who is actually afraid of heights. But he is still doing it, so...
Yeah, man.
Look at him, he is...
Like, I can't describe it, it's like more, I'm scared of the feeling like falling off the building, you know?
Yeah. Wow! Yeah, it's cool. Chilling, relaxing.
I don't think it's relaxing at all.
You have to fight against your fears, right, Ali?
No.
Why not?
Sometimes not.
Why
sometimes? It's okay to be afraid.
Oh? I actually like this place, although it's like abandoned and it used to be used by athletes at Winter Olympics, but now it's just another place that is abandoned. Yeah, go on.
Ime?
Ime? Edin, Edo.
Edo?
Edo, Edi.
Edo.
Edi. Me, Bosnia.
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 Love Bosnia?
Good Bosnia.
Good Bosnia.
Actually surprised that they still use this place as a restaurant after what happened. But as I said before, they want to renovate everything, so maybe it's the first step to do that. Guys, I actually love to fly. As a kid, I used to, when I watch the Olympic winter sports, I only watch ski jumping and was always amazed by the guys who did that, because they gave me the feeling that they can fly, although it's like just for a few seconds. But I have to add this actually to my bucket list. So guys, we are now heading to Srebrenica,
a place that is also known as the Srebrenica genocide.
11. jula 1995. godine u srpskoj Srebrenici, me narodu, ovaj grad, i napokon došao je trenutak da se posle bune protiv Dahija Turcima osvetimo na ovom prostoru.
At July 1995, a genocidal killing took place of more than 8,000 Bosniak Muslim men and boys. The massacre in Srebrenica was the worst episode of mass murder within Europe since World War II. Now this town, 30 years later, is basically nothing else than a ghost town. So we set off early in the morning with full energy. We entered the address, we put our trust in Google Maps and prepared ourselves for a 3-hour drive. We hadn't had any problems with the roads to this day because we have experienced a well-developed infrastructure in Bosnia. But as you may already be suspecting, Google Maps did not do what we hoped for. And this time should also not be the last time.
It's so sketchy. Oh my god. Look at the view. Bro, look at the road, man. We are driving in the forest. We are driving in the forest, bro. Oh my god. We are transforming a Skoda Fabia to a Jeep, bro. Literally.
Guys, we have a problem.
We have a huge problem. This guy is doing like his language listen comprehension stuff. And me and Paul are looking for the road, and he just let me drive into the forest because Google Maps said we have to go this way. And now we are out of road. Look at this, we are just in the middle of nowhere. Guys, finally we are back on track. Oh my god, that was like the longest trip we ever had. Seriously.
Merk.
Merk?
Ja.
Merk. Hier je Srebrenica, jo?
Ja. Protjerali me odavde iz Srebrenice i sad ganjamo mi da nam priključe struju, da se vratimo svako na svoje. Pa ne daju. Šta će biti? A ja ostala sama sa djecom. Muža mi ubili, zarobili. I tako. Ja dosta neke papire da pokažem. Ja ne znam ovo, ne znam da čitam. Ja.
So guys, she's shown me some papers. I do not understand what it says, but yeah.
You see some? Yeah. Yeah, yes.
Ismail, your
otac, a Šemso, suprug.
Suprug, okay. Hanna?
Mati mu. Mati Šemsina.
Hanna, ono.
Ona je, ja.
Hanna?
Ja.
Ismail?
Ja. I Šemsu.
Hamed, Nasifa?
Ja, to je moj otac. Moj otac, Hamed. Ali njega... Mogu da pričam, ne? Sad ja idem u Sarajevo.
Sarajevo, good.
Ja. Jeste, ali moja je imanja i zemlja i vamo smo mi živjeli 500 godina na ovome kraju. 500 godina.
500 godina?
Ja. I oni nas sad protjerali. Kad je bio rat. 30 godina već.
She just said that the Chetniks killed nearly all of her family. Her husband, 4 of her brothers. She's completely lonely. She has to deal with everything by herself. So, guys, I don't know what we can do for her, but feeling bad. Bye bye, Mecca.
Bye bye.
Thank you very much. Hvala.
Hvala i vama.
Bye bye.
Hajde, vidimo se, čujemo se.
Place of joy, of happiness, place where a family came to relax, to come down. The there is nothing left. It's a place filled with emptiness. The destruction is everywhere in Srebrenica. Look.
I was actually very disappointed that day that I couldn't film so much in Srebrenica. I couldn't leave it that way, and after Paul and Ali flew back, I went there again to meet someone who was willing to talk to me about Srebrenica. If you don't want to miss that story and many other exciting projects of mine, then this is the moment to subscribe to my channel. So stay tuned for these ones. After visiting this place, which is basically a ghost town, we made our way to a waterfall, which should be nearby, to end the day with a cold bath. Arrived at our destination and no waterfall to be seen, we stopped at a house to ask for direction. But to our disappointment, we had to find out that we are at the wrong end.
Nije to, ovo je Kravica. Pa to su vodopadi, bre. Kod Mostara, Federacija, Kravice.
Mostar.
Mostar, Federacija.
Oh, Mostar.
To su vodopadi kod Mostara, Federacija. Ovo je Kravica.
Yes, Granny, we are lost. As you heard, the waterfall is in the Federation of Mostar, which is basically right here, and we are currently right there. So Google Maps, thank you once again for your precise location.
I onda plete na igle, kad sastavi dva kraja. Mora. Unučadima svoje. Šta vas to interes? Pa imamo 4 ovce.
Čekaj da vidim, imaju li tamo jedne.
Mora baba ima unuce. Unučad.
Unučad.
I praunučad.
Prunučad.
5 unuka, 5 praunuka. Mašala, jel de? Hvala Bogu.
To je toplo zim, vidiš.
Wow. So this is the end product.
To je baba plela.
Okay.
Kad dođu ladno.
How much?
Hoćeš im prodati jedne?
Pa neku.
Pa ajde da ima baba vam dala onako i ona stara.
Yeah, it is.
Je li hladno, zima?
Joj pa. Hvala te, živ bio.
Pijete kafu?
Yeah, what? Okay.
Možda vidiš kako. Sad ćeš ti vidjeti. Dođe ono moju unuc, pa zima.
Gdje se nima?
Jo jebo vas, ko vas uči.
What I have learned in the course of the conversation, just laugh or smile. It will somehow make sense.
Ovca. Ovca, da.
Ovca?
Aha.
Ovca?
Da, da. Eno ih gore, vidiš, baba čuva.
Kako se zoveš?
Kako se zove? Milošević Vinka.
Svinka?
Vinka.
Vinka?
Vinka. 35. godište. 86 godina. Ja se čudim što sam živa do sad. 2 rata sam upamtila. 2 rata upamtila, 42. kad se je zaratilo. Tad mi je poginulo djedi, strina i mog oca majka. Izginulo je puno. Pa i sad u ovome ratu izginulo je puno. Babe sad samo rade, mlodna neće.
Neće?
Neće. Ja plaćala da mi ko radi, ne može. Bole ruke, ali neće. A hoćemo i unucima. Sad treba da dođu, pa zima.
I foto tu también.
Džemper.
Foto.
Foto.
Gledaš kako baba prede.
So, guys, we just met her and we are just now doing some photos. She offered us coffee and yeah, it's pretty cool. Like we wanted to a different spot, but now we are just like drinking coffee with natives. Very cool.
Našli smo te i to je bolje od vodopada u Kravicama.
Dobro. Jo, boka, dobro. Hvala.
Hvala sine, hvala.
Bye bye. Sretno.
Hvala, ljub vas, bab.
This was like the most random but epic moment in this trip so far, seriously. I'm very overwhelmed by what just happened. I'm so grateful for these kind people. It's like undescribable, beautiful feeling.
These beautiful moments always overshadow the evil that dealt a deep blow to Bosnia. The consequences of the war can be still recognized in the country today. The country has been struggling to unite and move the country forward ever since. However, it wasn't important to me at all whether the roads were developed, whether the cities were clean and renovated, or whether there were many attractions. No, the interpersonal aspect was most important to me. I enjoyed talking to people, even if I didn't always understand everything. I still felt a connection to people. I spoke to Bosniaks, Serbs, and Croats. Was there a difference? No. Your mind makes obvious differences, and only you, as an individual, are the only one who can change that. When you have a certain biased opinion about something, you will only pay attention to that one opinion, and you will not be able to see everything with a clear vision. You basically get rid of the chance to make your own experience. This is also one of the reasons I chose Bosnia, because I thought the people would not live peacefully together. But see, I was wrong. The people here live together very peacefully. The politicians are the ones who abuse their differences to advance their own election campaign. The citizen just wants to live in peace. And in this case, it doesn't matter who is next door. Many people in Bosnia, understandably, cannot forget what happened. But they all want one thing, that something like this never happens again. Peace be with you.